predetermined expiration of time, the team with the most falls will be the Southern Tag Team Champions.
Roy Rogers battling Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan working the left arm, and I'm sure he's trying to put all the pressure he can on that injured shoulder that Roy Rogers has. There's Ferris in. Little double team effort by Sullivan and Ferris as they make the exchange.
Well, this would be the obvious strategy. Sullivan and Ferris now working on Rogers, the one with the least experience of the current Rogers team, and Wayne Ferris putting it to him. He's got a wrist lock. He alternates by pulling the arm straight up on him and then taking it into a hammer lock. So Wayne Ferris trying to weaken Roy Rogers down. One of the great things about youth, which Roy Rogers is blessed with, is that ability to come back, though.
Sullivan, he goes to work on the shoulder again. Ooh. Arm up behind the back. Sullivan body slammed Roy Rogers. You could see Rogers grab that shoulder as soon as he hit. They're very close to the 8-minute mark. Roy Rogers battling Kevin Sullivan, not using the left too much. He tried for the tag and missed it, what? 6-8 inches is about all. He was close to the tag, but did not get it.
Wayne Ferris takes back over. You know, Dave, we were talking, well, this was months ago, but one of the things that's interesting about the major successful tag teams is that they have that ability to tag in and out so fluidly. And I've asked them, as you know, and you have too, about why sometimes when things are going well, do they make a tag? And the reason that has been offered by every one of them is you don't wait till you're beat down. You continue to keep top form all the way through, because every time you're beat down and you have to bring it back up again, the intervals become shorter that you can stay in there. The endurance just gets sapped a lot more, and I think it's a very interesting point. I've had a lot of people say, oh, why'd he tag? That's why they don't ever want to get in. Look at here, Rogers. He missed it.
Turn. Oh, he's standing on a bottom rope, reaching for all he's worth, trying to get the tag. Tag would not have been legal if he was up on the ropes anyway, but Roy Rogers staying in there. He could not get the tag on his partner that he needs so bad.
Roy jumped full length, and he's a tall young man, but he couldn't get the turn. Big shoulder.
Whoa! Steve Kern with an assist. Rogers puts Ferris down. 2, 3.
Look at Hart.
Steve Kern, Roy Rogers have won the first fall of the Southern Tag Team Championship match. Kevin Sullivan wandering around. What happened? What happened? Jimmy Hart screaming. But that's what it's all about right there. These Southern Tag Team belts, and in 9 minutes, 25 seconds, there was some great teamwork between Kern
great teamwork.
and
A lot
Roy
of
Rogers.
people sitting there saying, well, you know, maybe Steve. I don't think many people in here were questioning that. Steve wasn't the legal man in. But I'm going to tell you, when you go against guys like Sullivan and Ferris, they don't hesitate to do it. Brother, you better be ready to get tough with them or get out of the business.
And human nature comes into it. You've watched your partner being beaten. They're trying to hurt his shoulder there for a couple or 3 minutes in the match, and it just, the instinct takes over, and when he had the chance, he took it.
We saw earlier in the match the kind of power that Kern has in that forearm. Boy, he put Sullivan right out here on the floor, decked Wayne Ferris in there, and he really nailed him. And I'll say this is a question of maturity. Roy Rogers didn't wait. Man, he cradled him right up in there and got that 1, 2, 3 on it. First fall, it's a leg up. They can't take it away from him. By golly, we're going to be back. Plenty of time for action. We'll be back to the championship match in just a moment.
when it's time to relax. One beer stands clear. If you've got the time, we've got the beer.
Your life, live it your way. Your day, leave some pleasure for yourself. Your work, give it a lift. Your good times, they're for fun. Keep them fun. Your chews, get more taste that comes fresher, lasts longer in Red Man. Red Man is just loaded with that great fresh flavor. And because more good things go into Red Man, more good taste comes out to you. Your day and your chew. Get more out of it with Red Man.
Oh, this looks like a great place for the big ones. What's happening?
Your search for that perfect spot for seafood is over. Every Friday night, the banquet table smorgasbord features tasty fish, succulent shrimp and deviled crab, clams fried just right, and appetite-pleasing crab cakes, served with breaded mushrooms, a wide selection of vegetables, salads, and desserts, all for one low price.
I'd rather eat the banquet table than go fishing.
Check the yellow pages and the restaurant.
It's Allied Sporting Goods Summer Sale Spectacular. This week is Converse Footwear Week at Allied. Purchase a pair of Converse shoes and receive a free pair of Converse tube socks, a $3.50 value. See the full line of Converse footwear for running, tennis, and basketball, and get your free tube socks with the purchase of a pair of Converse shoes this week from Allied.
Get the good soft sports at Allied Sporting Goods.
Second fall action coming up. The Southern Tag Team titles are on the line, and this young team of Roy Rogers and Steve Kern, one fall up on the current champions, Kevin Sullivan and Wayne Ferris. And referee Jerry Calhoun is there. We are ready to go. Jimmy Hart says this match is now under protest. I don't know why. They lost the first fall. Well, sure I know why. He's unhappy. They lost the first fall. Roy Rogers trying to take over where he left off in that first fall. He's got Wayne Ferris's arm wrapped around that top rope, putting the heat on the wrist. Grabs it again. Kern down the apron, a little help. Roy Rogers makes the tag. Steve Kern coming back in. Steve gets Ferris off his feet, down to the mat, holds onto that left arm. Looks like maybe Roy and Steve trying to work a little strategy of their own, though. They are working on Ferris, trying to get him to concentrate on that left arm and shoulder more than anything else. They can divert that attention. Put together a victory here in the second fall, and they would be well on their way toward being the new Southern Tag Team champions. Roy Rogers back. Ferris gets the tag on Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan slamming Roy into the turnbuckle. Roy battling out of there, trying to get out of the corner. He does. Sullivan grabs him by the hair, runs him into Wayne Ferris's knee. Minute 40 seconds gone in the second fall. Roy Rogers had the headlock briefly. Kevin Sullivan with a knee to the back. Steve Kern jumps in there all the way across the ring, and he nails Sullivan on the apron. But Ferris has Rogers cross the knee. Kevin Sullivan off the middle rope. Ferris with a cover. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. It's one fall apiece now. One fall apiece. 2 minutes, 9 seconds, the time of the second fall.
Ferris and Sullivan. Yeah. Get on out of here. So, yeah, it's one fall apiece, Davey. The advantage they had was not long-lived, unfortunately, in there. But they're no worse off than dead even.
That's right.
And that's a whole lot better than being one fall down. So that first fall right now has even more significance than the fact that Sullivan and Ferris were able to get the second fall win rather hurriedly. Don't forget, we got plenty of action. We're going to be to it in just a moment. Channel 3's championship wrestling action continues in just a moment. Couple of announcements. One, next week, for 1 week only because of the great Wimbledon coverage on Channel 3, our championship wrestling action will be on Sunday, 1 to 2 p.m. So you don't want to miss all the rough and tough action. Sunday, 1 to 2 p.m. next week. Also, Thursday night, July 2nd, Central City, Kentucky, Muhlenberg County Fair. Big action there. Make your plans on being there. Now, I want to talk again about Tuesday night right in the Louisville Gardens, and particularly about that 8-man match. It'll have Lawler, the Dream, Dundee, and the Dutchman going against Sullivan, Ferris, and the Nightmares with...
Better known as the First Family. With
yes, better known as the First Family.
Jimmy Hart. Charlie
I
Manson of
understand.
wrestling.
Okay. With the winner of that 8-man match getting his dream to come true immediately following the 8-man. It's going to be some
when
kind of...
they showed us that piece of paper...